Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to Two Tangled Skeins. I'm Sue, also known as Crafty Knitter 7. We are Saturday, January 30th, 2016. This is episode 144, and I'm trying to think as I'm talking, and that's not a good idea.
One thing at a time.
Yes. I'd like to welcome returning and new viewers.
Not chewing any gum, are you?
No.
Okay.
Gosh.
You're pretty.
Aww.
That's what her husband says to her when she does something silly. Pat on the head.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Lynn, also known as Toll Baby. You can find our blog at twotangleskeins.com. We are findable on YouTube and Twitter. What? Findable's a word. It's totally a word. It is now. We have a Facebook group, which is lots of fun, and we are on Ravelry at the Two Tangled Skeins group, and we do shush. It's a word.
Sorry, we just write these down and then we'll figure out title.
You missed the hilarity last night.
Oh, I
was corrupting Jen's cabin.
Yeah, I just know. Oh, was it a cabin one?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Well, it wasn't just a cabin one, but because it was also the regular Friday one.
Okay.
But anyway, so yeah, that's us.
In a nutshell.
Pretty much. We're nuts. Why not?
True. Balls.
Can't take her anywhere.
Nope. Can't even dress me up.
Nope. She says I'm the one
That's
wearing
why
gym
I can't
pants
have
right
nice
now.
Things.
I'm the one wearing my gym clothes under this thing.
I'm wearing what I would usually wear to work.
I'm not wearing what I would usually wear to work. These pants are stained and there's a bleach stain on them. And
it's kind of like people who work at home and do meetings and only dress from the top up.
That's exactly what I did. I covered up my gym shirt and there we go. Because I know I have to go to the gym after this. So anyway, so how was your week?
It was absolutely crazy. Work was insane.
I'm just very happy this week's over.
I do travel, which, travel. Most of our psychs, I say psychs because I work for the Public Service Commission and the Personal Psychology Center, and we develop language tests, innovative new tests, like we do all kinds. So the psychs, most of them are supposed to book their own travel. So I got asked to book. I book it's easier for me to do it because I know how to do it. But the problem with it now is, your trip is approved, but then you got to get all your numbers into a form, and then it has to go to the VP to get approved. And that can take a while.
She works for the government, if that tells you something.
It can take a while, but shockingly, I sent it on the 28th, and I got it back on the 29th.
Well, you're doing better than Jen's poor package. I sent Jen a package last weekend, and it was supposed to be, or not last weekend, the week before.
Storm Coast?
Yeah. Oh. And it was supposed to be delivered on Thursday. It has not yet been delivered, and there is no, I paid for a tracking number and everything, and there is no indication of where it is at all. They stopped tracking it on the 23rd.
That's a week ago.
Yeah. The lady I spoke to at Canada Post is pretty sure it's being held up in customs, and that's why it hasn't. The tracking hasn't moved forward.
There's nothing you can do. That's like my one package was being held in Montreal, and it was like, really? It's been a week. It's freaking yarn. What are you gonna do with it?
Friggin' customs. Well, I did declare that I put chocolate on there, so maybe they're having a party with it. Who knows?
I've never had a problem declaring chocolate.
But yeah, it's just been sitting there since the 23rd, and
one time I put on the label that it was balls. I just put balls. It was yarn. I just put balls. The guy had, because I fill out all my custom forms for the U.S. before I get to the post office, because I have the airmail stickers, the whole bit. They gave me everything. And he's like, balls. I'm like, yep, it's balls. Straight face. And he just looks down, takes the package, goes, squish, squish. Yep, it's balls.
You really can't take her anywhere.
Can you tell they know me?
Oy.
So anyways, yes, I was very busy this week, which is fine, but when I get home, when I get home, I'm just knitting away. When I get home, I'm so wiped that I take an hour to 2 hour nap every single night.
How's that bag update coming?
Those there are all mostly sewn. There's about a pile there that are all cut, and the rest has to be cut. I'm doing good. I'm gonna just put up what I have as I get it.
Okay.
But I want to finish at least 18 by Sunday night before I put up the thing.
That's tomorrow.
I know.
Okay. As long as you're aware.
Yes.
My computer died this week. Wednesday, I went to the gym. It was working that morning, no problem. I got home from the gym. Computer's dead. Like, dead. Will not turn on. Won't boot up. Nothing. So we're actually recording a little bit late because I was at Best Buy trying to sort out how we were going to get this fixed since I only bought the computer 6 months ago. So I am without a computer for the next little while. And it's a pain in the butt.
Mm-hmm.
And my kids have been little jerks this week. I say little. One of them's as tall as me, the other one's taller.
Do they have internet access, or did you?
I revoked their internet access for a couple of days. Now they have to do chores in order to get it back. So if they want to play on the internet that day, they have to do chores. Otherwise, I unplug the router.
Now unplug the router and take the cord, or just unplug the router?
Oh, no. I take the cord.
Okay.
It goes to bed with me.
Okay. just asking, because,
I've met my daughter. I know she'll get up in the middle of the night and go plug it in. Oh, it's been a week. It's been a heck of a week. So, yeah. Anyway, this is a knitting show.
It is, isn't it?
Do you have a faux?
I do. Imagine that. I have a faux, I have a faux, I have a faux. And it's almost like the right color. Look at that. I'm not going to move it.
It's super pretty.
Okay, fine. I'll move it. So this is the Merrick hat by Amanda Schwabe. And I knit it out of Blad Dye Works. It's a DK.
It's super soft.
It's so soft.
Now you're going to tell me it's alpaca, aren't you?
Nope. It's not alpaca.
Now that I've got my hand in it.
Yeah, it took me a bit because when you transition from the bottom cables to the top cables, that took me a bit because I'm really not
a cable person.
Yeah, no, I'm not good. I've done one or two things with cables, but nothing this intricate. And then finally, it clicked, and then I actually finished it on a VKN. Go me. The only problem with it is I can't put it on because my hair is up. Sort of, it's falling down.
I was going to say I can fix that real quick if you want.
It doesn't cover my ears all the way. And I'm a cover the ears all the way kind of person. Like when you see me in the winter, when you see me in the winter, I've got coat zipped up, scarf is here, hat is here, hood is on. I wait for the bus every morning. It's freezing. So, Selma said, don't pick out the cast on, just pick up the stitches, do a purl bump, and then do the ribbing, the 4-2.
Yeah.
So I think that's what I'll do. But here, let you see a little bit closer. So that got me 20 points for the hat because it's for the head, 20 points for the color, 20 points for the designer, and then I got the points for the yarn. So it was 75 points for camp.
Yes. Talking about winter camp.
Yeah. And that's it.
I'm going to have to measure weigh mine before I leave to find out how much.
And it was on 3.75 millimeters, which is a US 5. And I only used 0.6 of it.
And it's the Malibu colorway.
Yeah. And I only used 0.6 of a skein. So I still have a skein and 0.4. Yeah, it's very soft. So I need to do something about the brim because it has to be longer. That's all I got.
So I was on a VKN last night, which Sue was not on. And I was all bummed because I didn't have a faux. So I cast one on.
She cast on a faux.
Well, it turned out to be a faux. This ball of yarn, at one point I was looking for something else and this ball of yarn fell out of one of the bins while I was looking through it, and I didn't see it fall, so I didn't pick it up. And so yesterday I walked into my bedroom and there's this ball of yarn sitting in the middle of the floor, and I'm like, oh,
look at that.
Well then. So I knit a hat. Guy crocheted a hat. That's not true. Yes. It's a big hat, and I didn't cast it. I didn't weave in the end, Master Jen, because I wanted to show how much of the ball I used. That's all that was left. But it's a nice big hat, and it covers your ears. It's actually a little slouchy, and will still cover your ears.
Nice.
So it's a bit big. I just wanted to use all the yarn, so I made it slouchy. So the pattern is the basic bulky beanie by Janaya Chouinard. I'm assuming it's Janaya. I don't know how else you would pronounce the J. But it is out of Bernat Softy Chunky in the circus colorway. And it did this nifty spiraling thing.
I know. It's kind of cool.
And I used a J hook, which is a 6mm hook, which is apparently very hard to find in the United States.
Really?
I went to 6 different stores.
In the United States?
Couldn't find a J hook anywhere.
Huh.
Went to Michael's here. No problem. I don't know why. Why do you hate J hooks in America?
J must be Jen's fault. I had to.
Yeah.
I had to. She's gonna kill me, but I had to. She's like, why do you keep blaming him? Like,
she actually said last night that Michael was allowed to call her Stormy because he sent her nifty stuff.
What are we, chopped liver?
I said, I sent you nifty stuff. Can I call you Stormy? She says, no.
I sent stuff.
She hasn't got the stuff I sent, so. Poor Jen.
That's fine.
She says that our beaver-driven post is a little too slow for her taste. So at one point there was crashing and banging at her house, and I said, Jen, control your beaver. Because, you know.
So go on.
No, I don't think I would use that one. Well, that's it. I only have the one foe.
Oh, okay, so whips.
Whips and chains.
Whips and chains. Do you want me to go?
I really need to get that whip sound thing on my phone. My phone's in the car.
I'll go.
Yes.
How about I go?
Yes, because I'm mid-row. Well, I'm near the end of a row, but go anyway.
So, 2 squares done.
Hi. I'm paying attention.
Okay.
I'm hanging on your every word.
Squares. I have them. I did 2 this week.
The hat's helping, isn't it?
Yes. She never wears a hat.
And I've ruined the podcast. You're welcome.
Okay, so I did 2 squares this week where the stitch marker is and the brown one, and I can't figure out what this brown sparkly is. It's got
that
pink.
was Roundabout.
Ah, thank ya.
Roundabout yarns.
So that's Roundabout Yarns.
Hi, Terry.
One of these, this one here is Rachel Night Owl Fibers, but you know,
something rainbows.
It is called Happy Thoughts.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
So, 2 points. Woohoo. In 1 week, I got 2 squares done. Look at me go. Because it's about the only thing I can do on the bus without, taking up too much room.
I can't bring mine on the bus anyway.
Well, I finished the first square, so this one here, and I was like, I need to cast on another one. But if you'll notice, there's no balls in my bag. So I'm sitting on the bus going, screw this. Pulled out a skein, undid it, put it on my lap, and started winding a ball. And I had one lady, she looked over, because my arm, I was doing the winding thing. She looked over, she looked back, and she went. So I told my boss the next day I broke the muggles. She's like, what? Harry Potter? I'm like, no, we call non-knitters muggles. And she's like, oh, okay. Anyway, I thought it was funny. Getting double takes. Floor. That's where that's going.
What bag is it in? Now that you threw it on the floor.
Oh, it's in my Girl with the Rabbit bag that I got in a swap.
Bad podcast
Club. Bad podcast does. The other thing, did I even touch this week? Where's my stitch marker? There it
Lost
is.
your dicky doo?
Yes, my dicky doo.
Thank you, Sarah.
So this is the Fractal Danger, and
I like that one, even though it's asymmetrical.
No, it's not.
Oh, is
No, it's not.
Well,
it's not.
Ooh, I have to make one then.
The reason I chose it. So this is the Fractal Danger by Martina Behm, and the reason I chose it is because it's not asymmetrical, because most of hers are.
What's evidenced by? Well, we'll see that in a minute.
So I was at. Where's my? There it is. I was here last week. I forgot to move my thing, so I got this done. So you see how it's.
Don't hit the microphone.
Dark brown, then it goes into lighter brown, then it goes into like a. It's starting to go into like a reddish brown, but it's like super easy. The pattern is pretty good, and I'm using the yarn from Fiber Optics, and it's a gradient, and it is called Espresso Crimson Gold, and it was all minis, and I basically just wound them all together. So that's that. And you know, yarn it. And this is in a bag by Little Pockets.
If anybody is interested in sparkle yarn, Kate is currently having a contest where you could win one. You just have to go to her group on Facebook to get on Ravelry to get the details.
Cool. This is being knit on 3.5 millimeters, which is a US 4.
I figure I might as well keep the hat.
That was my yarn that hit the floor. The other thing I touched this week, and I'm loving it. Loving it. Thank you, Tanya, for the pattern. I thank her every single time. It's called the Torrin Gable.
It's pretty.
But what I like about it is there's a shot of it here in a two-tone. So basically that's what I went with, but mine's eye screeching. So it's Torrin Gable by Lynne de Christina. And I need to pull this because
it really is that eye searing.
Yeah, it is. And so I finished the first, like, do you call those eyelets?
Yes.
Drop. Like I did a double wrap and then drop.
Well, they're drop stitches.
Drop stitches. So yes, it really is that eye searing. Really, really. That's the green. That's the orange. Holy.
And they are?
They are Bittersweet Woolery in her Hero base. And this one is called Wasabi and the orange is called Solar Flare. Look at that.
And it is.
And it's what?
Flary.
Flary, yeah. It's, I mean, that's eye searing. And I knit that on 4.5 millimeters, which is a US 7. And it's being housed in a bag that Andrea the cat lady made me.
I really love that bag. It's pretty.
But what I even love more about it, look at the inside. Awesome. I love her bags. Love them. Perfect.
We keep trying to convince her to open a shop.
Yeah. She's like, I kind of need time to do that.
Because I want one. I want to buy one.
Didn't she have you as a swap partner?
No.
Oh.
Well, she did, but she made me a... Actually, I need to find that. She did make me a bag.
Yes.
I can't find... yeah, I have to clean my house.
Your bags seem to hide from you.
They do. I've been hanging them on the shelf thing that Rob put up for me at Christmas, but yeah, she did. She made me a Marvel bag, yes. And it was awesome. I just haven't used it yet because where is it?
So I need to make your bag pronto.
Is it my turn?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I'll start with the one I've been knitting on because I just finished a row, so. This is my Hitchhiker. It's getting longer. It's my Hitchhiker by Martina Behm. We are having a poop along.
Explain what that means.
No.
Oh, did I drop a stitch? No.
Jen, who is Stormcoast, and the Uncreative Crafter podcast, and Andrea, who is the cat lady of the Cat Lady podcast.
I thought you said Uncreative Cracker. In a world of my own.
That's racist.
It's Saturday, and I've been up since freaking 6 a.m.
Anyway, they started doing a hitch along, essentially, with Rachel, who is Love Knots, and the Love Knots podcast. her unicorn poop yarn.
Yes.
She has an Etsy shop. And so they called it the Poop Along. I'm not using poop, but I'm still hitchhiking
there.
With everybody else.
Cool.
So this is where I was last week.
Is that in reference to Hitchhiker's something Galaxy?
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, because the original pattern is for 42 of these little teeth.
Which means I don't know about that story, so what does the 42 mean?
It's the answer to life, the universe, and everything.
Oh, right.
How can you be married to a geek and not know this?
And he's 42.
I'm not. So that's where I was last week. So I've added, I think, 5 teeth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. 5, and I'm working on the 6th one for this week. So it's a really, really easy pattern. It's a lot of fun. It's super squishy. I love it. It is made out of bittersweet woolery, which I bought at my first Rhinebeck.
Yeah, we're
in 2012. And look at the gorgeous colors in that.
It looks really, let it focus. Looks nice.
I'm really loving it. It almost looks like linen stitch, just the way the different colors are playing in it. But it's just garter stitch. I'm not going to give away the pattern. It is on size 3mm needles, which is a US 2.5. And yeah, it's bittersweet woolery guilty pleasures in the Shagalicious colorway. Sue used the same yarn to make herself a pair of Hermione's everyday socks last year, so I have other whips. Oh, yes.
Do you have chains too?
Yeah, but I finished them. This is my Elven Pixie baby blanket, and it curls like nobody's business because
hold it.
At the end you're supposed to crochet a picot binding on it.
Look at that.
Picot edging.
It's hearts.
Yes, it's little hearts. My mother was like, but there's a hole missing up here, because she wanted it to be a square. And I'm like, but Mom, they're hearts. And she's like, I don't care. It's missing a square. So, anyway, this is the Elven Pixie Baby Blanket by Tallgalknits. It's a freebie on Rav. It is out of Schachenmeyer SMC Bravo in colorway 8184. Super creative name there. On size 4.5mm, which is US 7. These are Sue's. She had to loan me one because mine broke. And as it turned out, it was nowhere near long enough anyway. Because
I did fix it, but no.
Like, it takes up the whole needle.
Yeah. Well, and yeah, so you can squish it a little bit, but it's not like the other one. It would have been just compiled on top of itself.
So it's going to make a good sized little blanket. I mean, it's only going to be about 3 feet across, I think, but I didn't do it.
That was the couch. One of the slats just popped out.
Wasn't
It
me.
keeps doing, even if it's just me sitting on here.
Yeah.
It did it the other day when Tasha jumped up. You should have seen her.
So that is living in my cute little farm animal art by Anna bag. And I forgot with the Hitchhiker is living in my Nina Makes Have a Lump bag. Did you see Sarah got it right last time?
I know. We're proud of you, Sarah.
I was so proud of you. And thank you for saying Dickie
But she still did say elephant after.
Well, yeah, elephant is fine. It was when she was saying Hufflepuff.
Oh, right. Hufflepuff. Oh, the Hufflepuffs.
I teased her. Mm-hmm. I didn't get very far on this. I'm kind of ashamed because, quite frankly, I need to get moving on this. This is my April 2015 blanket square by Tammy Eigenman Thompson. They're freebies on Rav.
I just went and downloaded all of 2015.
This is where I was last week. I'm sorry, I tried to find a contrasting color one, but I couldn't figure out where the pink ones were. So I've gotten one pattern repeat done. Whoopee.
Oh, your other square's blocked.
Yes, thank you. I saw. Mm-hmm. So this is out of Knit Picks Brava in the Tranquil colorway on size 4.5mm, US 7. Because everything I'm knitting is on a US 7. And I didn't get very far with that. I'm going to try and get a little bit further during the week. And it is in my Stitch Together 4G bag.
You've been trying to knit a little bit on everything.
Yeah, and I had a couple of days where I just wasn't up to knitting at all this week.
And the thing, too, is you cast on all the things for camp, and it's like,
Well, I was finishing things at first, but now I'm slowing down because they're all bigger projects.
Sorry if you hear my dog barking. Somebody must be outside.
This is the reaction I get when I come to the door.
Yep. And it's like, it's Lynn. You know Lynn. Yeah, let me smell her. Okay, good. Bye.
Pretty much. So it is in my Stitch Together 4G bag from Amanda Panda, who is Little Panda 518 on Ravelry, and she is... Oh, yeah! Yours is smaller than mine.
No, it's not.
Isn't it? Okay, fine. And I love the little chain fabric on the inside.
Yep.
And she is also the Stitching You and More podcast. Because apparently everybody has an Etsy shop and a podcast now except me. And my last work in progress... No, it's not.
I lied.
Sorry. Forgot about the blanket. This is a pair of socks. I'm not gonna... Yeah, they really are that bright.
They rival my yarn.
This is Fluorotime yarn. It's an Italian copy of Regia Floromania that is sold by Little Barn Yarns. So, I started to just do a plain old sock. I was just going to do a plain vanilla, but I decided to do some patterning, and I have since decided that I'm going to try to publish the pattern. So this sock is incorrect. I worked on the pattern afterwards and figured out how to do it correctly. So the next sock is going to be correct. I decided I was too far along. I wasn't ripping it out. I don't care if my socks aren't the same. So this one is incorrect, so I don't mind showing it to you. There's a little bit of patterning there. It's hard to see with the glaring yarn.
In person, you can see it a lot better.
You can see it in person, and it's photographable. You can sort of kind of see it there. But, yeah, I'm not going to rip it back because I don't care. So, and Mandy has already offered to test knit it for me, too.
Cool.
So, it is an as-yet nameless pattern. I have not decided on a name yet. Of my own design. Out of Fluorotime in color 002. And it is on size 2.25 millimeters, which is the first time I've ever done socks on needles this small, and I can't say that I like it. I find them hard to handle.
Okay.
I'm used to, because this is a US 1. I'm used to US 1.5, which is only a 1/4 millimeter difference, but I feel the difference in the needles. This is too small. I'm going to have to see if they fit me properly, because if they don't, my daughter might be inheriting a pair of socks. But I find them really hard to knit on the US ones. Yeah. So I don't know if I'm going to do that again.
It's muscle memory, right?
Yeah. And I've always done my socks on 2.5 millimeter. So
we'll have I, but I might have to go down.
Because I mean, look at how teeny these stitches are. Look at how tiny they are. And Jen does her socks on... Okay, that one was me, because I leaned forward.
Sorry.
The couch is falling apart underneath us. And that lives in my Amanda Panda bag. This was not a Stitch Together 4G. This was pre-shop. So Amanda just made this for me because she's awesome. And it's got pretty little owls on it and cute little hearts on the inside. And I love it. And it matches the yarn. So, see Jen? Sarah? I can do it too. I just don't bother most of the time. Now, my last work in progress.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
How about now? Who is it that was going on a 20-hour car ride?
Andrea.
I feel for you, sweetheart.
She should be arriving about now, or she should have arrived just recently. We're not supposed to be talking about that. Shh.
Sorry.
Anyway.
The how about now made me think of car ride.
Oh, God. 2 little kids. I got these 5 squares done on my blankie. These 5, not these 2. So this one here is Ella Ray Lace Merino. I don't have a colorway name. And sorry for using the middle finger, but that was the only one I could actually point with. I made a mistake on the square. See right here? I missed a stitch. I don't care.
I don't think anybody else would see it.
Meh. I figure by the time the blanket's finished, I will never be able to find it. I don't care.
It's here
It's
somewhere.
not a dropped stitch. It's literally, I just went past one. I slipped it somehow. This one is Claudia Hand Paints in the Teal Party colorway. Oh, sorry. This one is from Mandy. This one is also from Mandy. It's Teal Party Claudia Hand Paints. It was beautiful to knit with. I love the color. Love it. It's my favorite.
Which one?
The teal one.
Yeah.
This one here is from Kathy. It is the Yarns of Richard DeVries, and the color is called Blithely. I love these muted, sort of pastel-y type colors. To me, this evokes period stuff, like Downton Abbey and that sort of thing, because they used to do a lot of fabrics in these colors.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I really Downton Abbey socks from Lollipop.
It's just so pretty. And I had heard about the Richard DeVries before. I can't remember who it was that was telling us about that stuff, or who was using it on a podcast or something, but I really loved it. And this is the first time I've gotten to knit with it, so woohoo! And I got confused because I wrote down 6 yarns, but I forgot that I'd ripped out the 6th square. This one here is from Kathy. It is O-Loop's Gold Sock in the Hufflepuff Prefect colorway. I'm a Hufflepuff on Pottermore, so Hufflepuff Pride. Yes, I've just proven myself to be a ginormous nerd. Mm-hmm. So, and this one is another one from Mandy. It is Cupcake Yarns Spumoni. It is the Yummy Base in Spumoni is the colorway. Spumoni is my favorite ice cream in the whole wide world. I was going to say, isn't that ice cream? Yes, it is, and it's amazing. I still need to go through all the shops in Little Italy because I can't get it at the place I used to get it. Because my pizza place burned down.
Hopefully they'll be rebuilding.
And that was the only place to get good spumoni that I knew of. So now I have to go through Little Italy to all the little shops and stuff to see if there's a place that sells spumoni, because it's really hard to find here. And Naples used to bring it in from Montreal.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm not driving to Montreal for ice cream.
But when we do go to Montreal to see Sarah eventually.
Yeah, Sarah has a cute little baby now. Not Sarah the Canadian knitter, a friend of ours from our knit night who moved to Montreal. She had a baby a few weeks ago. He's so cute and teensy. Mm-hmm. So that's my blanket. It is based on the Knitted Patchwork Recipe by Martine Ellis and the Memory Blanket by Georgie Halam. It is knit on size 2.75 millimeter, which is US 2, and it is getting really long.
And the reason you keep seeing us going like this is because
the show notes are right in the middle behind the microphone.
I didn't want to lean them on the camera again because last week, me.
And they live in my pretty You Sew and Sew bag, but not for much longer because they're not going to fit. Because it's getting big.
Your awesome granny bag has...
My awesome granny bag is full of the minis. Oh, and I keep track of all my squares in this little notebook that Elizabeth, who is Rizu on Ravelry, gave me for my birthday. Mm-hmm. That's it.
That's it?
Yeah. You got a stash?
I do. You have stash?
Stash it.
Okay. Stash. I'll start with the one that...
Don't flash them. Flash your stash.
So I got another one of my Jimmy Bean's wool beanie bags. They come in these, every single one. So I'm going to have a lot of them. And I love it. I didn't even look at the contents of the yarn yet. So
I'm not sticking my hands in there because I know they send alpaca. So
it doesn't even say. Sorry. Why does it not say what kind of yarn it is? Am I Lana Doro, Highland Duo, Cloud, and El Cielo? I don't know if that's how you pronounce those yarns.
Oh, El Cielo is Spanish.
Okay.
Lanadoro is either Spanish or Italian.
So, alpaca.
Yeah.
So, this is the Lanadoro. It is 50 alpaca, 50 wool. I'm trying to figure if I can incorporate these in my blanket, because even though they're not fingering. So, that's alpaca, don't touch.
Nope.
Then the next one...
That is the Highland Duo.
I think they're alpaca.
It is...
It's the Highland Duo. It's 70 baby alpaca, 30 merino. And it's like a light gray.
It's a single. It looks really soft and squishy.
Mm-hmm. And next, if I can find the paper.
That should be Cloud.
You think?
I'm just looking at the colors on here.
70 merino wool, 30 alpaca. And it's in the faded denim colorway. So I guess these are alpaca heavy.
Yeah. This one's neat because it's almost like a crocheted chain. It's kind of like I-cord. It's really neat.
I can't do it.
I'm not helping.
No. You'll get itchy hands.
I already have itchy hands. And that one is El Cielo.
That is not...
That is wispy brushed alpaca and wrapping a nylon binder thread around it.
This is going to Selma. This is 89 superfine alpaca, 11 nylon in black. And it's like a puffball.
It's like poopy.
Yeah, that will go to Selma. Most definitely. Because I don't do...
She's not big on the poop.
I don't do the mohair. And then in there, I got a shawl pin.
Oh,
the
pretty.
Exotica series, and it's Lily.
That's really pretty.
Mm-hmm. I thought, that is really cute. And of course, some soap. And I got a pattern coupon. And then these patterns for all these 4 yarns. So this is the JBW Sampler Kerchief. And then the other pattern, because there's always 2.
Fold.
Right. Oh no, it says JB Sampler Kerchief.
Maybe they're different. That one's designed by Shannon, whatever.
Adapted for crochet. One's
there you
crochet
go.
And one's knit.
You're welcome.
So, you're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, like, where'd the mohair go? It didn't go back in the bag. So, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with all these little pencil cases.
You'll find a use.
I'm sure I will. So that is one thing. I got my mini skein swap, and I had the person who was sending to me was Jennifer Burchell. So she sent me, I think it's a handmade card, and it says warm winter wishes, and she sent me, I think it's 6 minis. So this is Sulka Nina Merino Alpaca Silk in the claret colorway. This one
Steel and chocolate
is Knit Pick Stroll Fingering Everglade Heather colorway. This one is Lana Grossa Mylan weight, 80 wool, 20 polyamide. So polyamide replaces the nylon, right?
Yep.
That's that. Online Super Sock Tropical. It's got polyamide in it too. They're like wound super tight. This one is Turtle Polar Yarns and Striped Turtle Toes Gatineau Fall. I live in Gatineau. Merino nylon. That is kind of awesome. Nah. And the last one is
She puts it down in front of me.
Regia, Arnie, and Carlos in Summer Nights. I've never knit with Arnie and Carlos. And she gave me some Reason chocolates. And then a whole bunch of teas. Which is kind of cool. So I got cold brewed mixed berries, holiday chai black tea, chocolate orange.
That one's really good.
Caffeine free herbal, a Tazo awake black tea, and pumpkin spice decaf. Ooh, even decaf. So Jennifer, thank you very much. This is awesome.
Now she can eat the chocolate.
Well, I probably won't eat the chocolate. It'll stick in my teeth.
That's what toothbrushes are for.
Sorry?
That's what toothbrushes are for.
It's like the week of the brown envelopes. Everything came in a brown envelope. The next thing I got was my Firefly swap package. So I was in a Big Damn Heroes Firefly swap package. Why are you laughing? Oh! And so she made me this, which I'm not... What craft is this?
It's
Embroidery?
needlepoint. It's
So...
I can't remember what that stitch is called.
It's Jane.
Yes.
And it says, I'll be in my bunk. And that's my favorite sentence or favorite saying from the show. So that's...
Of course it is.
And Jane's my favorite character. So, yeah, that's kind of cool. And she didn't want to frame it because she wasn't sure how I'd want to frame it. So
I never really warmed up to Jane.
I got some Minions glue. Because me and my love for Minions. Oh, pattern. This really cute card. A treat for you. With a little note inside. Thrills gum.
Oh, God.
I haven't seen that since I was a teenager.
My kids love that stuff.
And then she got me
You
some
can buy it at Tiki Winkles.
funky colored DMC.
Ooh.
Check those
the metallic
out.
ones.
I know. So that's from Megan. Thank you very much, Megan. And as I, rustle and make noise.
Yep.
And then envelope number 3 is from Katie, who is Nekozuki Yarns.
And I was right. It did.
Yeah,
it
she
is
explained it. She sent us both something.
Yay!
So she sent us each a little notions pouch.
Look at the little note. It's a kitty.
Yeah, it's a kitty in the note, and that's her button because she didn't have any at Rhinebeck. Did you meet her at Rhinebeck?
Good Lord. I'll have to work on that later.
Yeah.
So this is her card.
And they've got square bottoms. Like, really.
And that's the front of the card.
And mine has blue polka dots on the inside.
Look at the
White
little
polka dots.
button.
Well, she asked what color you like. I'm like,
Come on.
Lynn likes all the colors.
Focus. There we go. That's her little button.
Yep.
It's so cute. I do like all the colors, and I especially like this type of fabric. It's a lot of fun.
And people are like, no, but what color does she like? All the colors.
I like all the colors.
Literally all the colors.
And I like her little label in here. It's so cute. It looks like a little stamp.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
And hopefully you entered for her giveaway, which we will draw momentarily.
Well, I couldn't enter for the giveaway, but I did give her an idea anyway.
You did.
Yeah, I have a stash. Are you done?
Yep.
Okay.
Did you bring the stash you forgot last week?
I did! Yay! I remembered all my stash. As I almost knocked my it off the table. So last week I had bought this and I forgot it at home, so we didn't mention it. I was at Michael's picking up something else, and they happened to they were having their big yarn sale. And they had balls of Woolike, which is a sock yarn. It's an acrylic and nylon sock yarn, for $1.99. So I picked up a ball. Because yarn diet, be damned. Right? So this is the Woolike, and that color is pretty true. And yet this is called mauve.
Yeah.
Does that look mauve to you?
Yes.
No. Mauve
It's
is
a dark
purple.
mauve.
This is red.
No, that's between red and purple.
This is red.
It's not red.
It's burgundy.
That's
not mauve. Mauve is a light brownish purple.
Okay.
This is not purple in the slightest. It's red. I base that on the fact that this pillow is red and they match. It's red.
Mm-hmm. Pick my battles.
I gave in with the Queen of Hearts shawl. It's pinkish red. That's red.
Yes, Mom.
Anyway, so I bought that. And then I went to the yarn store the other day. Not yarn diet be damned. This is for a commission. This doesn't count as stash. I got, and of course there's gunk on it already.
Doesn't count as stash if it's staying in your stash.
It doesn't count for stash as stash if it's not for me. I mean, I'm knitting a commission out of it.
It's not even
my yarn.
going to result in staying.
Yeah. So I got a skein of Cascade. Oh shoot. Oh no, Erin is right. Cascade 220. Superwash Erin, apparently. In colorway 871. I didn't look up the names because I really didn't care. And I bought a skein of Cascade Tube 20 Superwash. Not Erin, apparently. This is the worsted. In colorway 1921. So I bought these two together. They are going to make yes,
that's washed out.
A lovely hat. And at some point when I cast it on, we'll tell you the name of the hat. Or not. We'll probably allude to the name of the hat and just put it on the screen
with a pen. Don't know where it is.
You can have mine. It's yours anyway. Mm-hmm. It fell on the floor earlier. Ah. Yes. So I bought these two, and I was looking for the brightest white I could find, and this is making it look actually brighter than it is.
Yeah,
because it's not that bright. There is no really bright white unless you go into acrylics, because they can't make it bright white, and we didn't want acrylic for the hat. So
sorry, who's it for?
Mike.
Okay, right, Mike. You finally got the yarn for Mike. He
told me to tell you guys that it was for my fabulous gay friend. I said, but that doesn't narrow it down at all. And he's like, well, describe me however you want then. Because, yeah.
Did you tell him you showed them pictures?
Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, he knows that. Yeah, because his nieces bought him a sweater for Christmas that is white and red and has fornicating deer on it. I said, oh, that's funny. I have a hat pattern that matches that. And I showed it to him, and he's like, oh, how much?
I need it now.
That's what this is for. So anyway, I will be casting on that hat probably at some point this week. That's my stash.
Coolio.
What is this, 1992?
You know.
Well done.
That's how I roll. Giveaway. Woohoo! 2 bags from Nikozuki Knits. And one is a large bag and one is a small bag.
I don't have the keyboard.
It's the first tab.
Yeah, but aren't we going to do a random number generator?
Yeah, but I can use my phone for that.
Oh, well, alright. Chop chop then.
Just make it big for now. So we had 89 entries. So the number will be... You think I use random.org much? It comes up right away. So, 289. Because, just...
You can't even tell if they can see it. There we go.
So, for the large bag, the number is 73.
All right.
It's because the
I know
controllers are behind.
73.
That's number 3.
Is literally Amy B.
Didn't she just win something recently?
Yes. But not on ours.
Okay.
I think she won something on Andrea's podcast.
Ah, okay. So literally Amy B.
Who is Amy from Louisiana.
I will let Katie know that you won the large bag, and she will contact you to work out patterns and styles and all that other stuff. I wrote it right here.
All right, fine.
And the next number is 78.
Aw, you did that on purpose.
No, I didn't.
Fixed. Not knitting. Who is Diana from Ottawa.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure I've met her.
Yeah, I think so. So, Diana, I will let Katie know as well that you have won the small bag.
I'm sorry, I couldn't pick you out of the lineup.
How do you spell? It's not okay.
Yes.
Cool. All right. What do we have next?
Sorry.
We have a new giveaway. So, if you want to win... It is Mina Phillip is offering a copy of her new pattern, Highland Peaks. And I believe she said either the fingering or the worsted weight, because they're 2 separate patterns. And so the prompt is going to be, tell us what other patterns of Mina's you would love to knit and post a picture of the yarn you would use. 1 post per person. Must be a member of the group and no chatter. I will open the thread later today.
And post a picture.
Yes, we want pictures. Pictures.
I need vicarious entertainment since I no longer have a computer.
And
on the Boob Tube.
On the Boob Tube, 2 new podcasts, and this is Selma's fault, all you. Tiny Paper Foxes with Jenny and Devon, who are Tiny Paper Foxes and Brian and Heath on Ravelry. It's a husband and wife duo.
Cool.
So I listened to them for the first time. And also Sticks and Twine with Eric, who is eplutz, eplutz, from Toronto. And if you go and listen to his Vogue Knitting Live podcast, he spent a lot of time with Mina.
Did he now?
Yeah, kind of jealous. They were picking out yarn together and stuff. Yeah.
Look out, Perry.
Yeah. So it's kind of cool that, another male knitting podcast to watch.
Woohoo! So now we have coupon codes. Mm-hmm. Okay. Morgan from One Hook Double Stitch on Etsy has a coupon code for 10% off until January 31st. It is
tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. Tangled 10.
Victoria, who is Victoria Blue Designs, has given us a coupon code for her 12th Arrow Cowl for $1 off until February 8th.
Which is next week.
And it is for the Downseller Studio Pigskin Party. And it is DCS Pigskin and the number 1.
Katie of Nekozuki Knits on Etsy has a coupon code for 10% off until February 29th. Which is a day this year. Mm-hmm. 2 Tangled 10, so the word 2 is spelled out. 2 Tangled 10.
Darlene, Bags by Awesome Granny. Her ongoing coupon code for 10% off is the number 2, TS, and the number 10. There's no expiry date.
Lisa of 6 months. I can't say that word today.
I know.
6 Munchkin Stitching on Etsy has a ongoing coupon code with no expiry date for 10% off anything in her shop. Word 2, Tangled 10. So 2 spelled out, Tangled 10.
And just for you guys to know, FYI, Lynn doesn't even know this, Darlene contacted me this week and we're going to be doing another giveaway.
You did tell me that.
Oh, did I?
Yes,
okay.
You did.
Brain dead. Yeah.
I'm not always kept in the dark.
We will have another giveaway, and I haven't hashed out the details yet, so...
I know you try to keep me in the dark.
Yeah. She thanked us for every time, because every podcast we mention her.
I'm always using one.
And, well...
Actually, I'm not using one this week.
I'm using one right here.
Mine's at home. It's got some stuff in it.
Well, it matches my biker chick yarn.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
I couldn't fit my straights in it, so I didn't want to damage the bag.
No.
Because it does match my Hitchhiker.
Yep.
Didn't want to damage the bag.
Nope. So that's pretty much it. Yep. Selma is supposed to be on next week.
Woohoo!
And hopefully... What's happening next Saturday? And you said you wouldn't be available.
I have an exam.
Is that for the census? Okay.
I have an exam for a job.
Well,
possible job.
We'll play it by ear. If Selma's here, I'll record. If Selma's not here, I'll wait to record with you.
Well, my exam's at 3.
We could record early. Yeah. Because, need 3 of us on the show.
I'll probably have foes by then.
That would be nice.
That I don't have to cast on the night before.
So happy crafting, everybody. And we will see you all next week. Bye.
Bye. It's okay. I don't actually want it.
You don't?
No. You can turn it off now.
I can, can't I? Now? How about now?